Hi guys, welcome back to the videos. Today we're going to do number 5 of our Studio Musings videos. Okay, so these videos are sort of a compilation of different things that I'll do within a week. If I'm not doing necessarily larger paintings and things like that, or I'm just going to show you kind of bits and pieces of my desk each day. But these are not necessarily in chronological order. These may be a few little bits of videos that I took beforehand. So let's just jump into this. I painted the tulip that you saw just before. I think that was in our first Studio Musings video maybe. And then this one I have been working on this week. So when I got to this stage, I thought I might just turn the camera on and kind of show you where I'm at. I would really like to do one of these in our next watercolor workshop video, which will be about glazing. But this is one I've been thinking about for a long time. I want to do a sort of a series of these like a tulip garden series. I really love how as the tulips open, the petals become so kind of vast and really larger than life. And even though I'm painting parrot tulips that we grew, the regular tulips also have just this beautiful unfurling. So yeah, they're a pretty spectacular flower. So I wanted to kind of give them a moment and do a series about them. But this particular painting I'm sending off as a thank you to someone who I think owns more Eau Poetique watercolors than anyone. Her collection is pretty complete. And I've been watching some lectures about Van Gogh and how he would do a painting, and he might do the same painting 5 times and send one to his brother, send one to a client, send one, keep one. And I think they did an exhibition maybe in Chicago or Boston, and they got, the Met has one, there's some over in England, there's some here, and they got as many together as possible to kind of see the differences, even though he's painting the same thing, which is, I think, really interesting. But let me just keep up with the video here. So I wanted to show you, I will do a second glaze of a hot pink, or like an opera pink, actually with the inks. You can see here that's the watercolor underneath, and then the kind of darker glaze on top is the fluorescent pink ink. I'm not actually sure if that helps with the light fastness or not, but it definitely helps with the vibrancy, and it just makes that pink really pop. I would actually like to do some tests, some Lightfast tests on different pinks. If anyone knows of a really good, I know no fluorescent pinks are Lightfast, but what's the best, sort of the second best pink that's really vibrant that would be Lightfast? If you know of one, I'd love to hear about it. Okay, so that is something that I've been working on, but I wanted to also show you when I am not actively like working on something, I've been really enjoying these kind of little pencil swatching kind of things. Again, I think I've talked about this in another video, but I want to show you a couple of my favorite pencils and just show you kind of the technique that I'm using, like how I'm holding the pencil and stuff. And you can also see I'm just using kind of scrap pieces of paper, scrap pieces of watercolor paper. I'll show you all that. But these are, I love these pencils, so I wanted to swatch them out and show them for you, because I feel like you don't necessarily hear about a lot of these often. And so we're going to swatch them in this sketchbook. There's a sketchbook in here that we'll swatch them in. So this is a traveler's notebook. I'm going to show you in a minute. This is one that I had, an old one, and I cut it down so I could fit in this A6 pith sketchbook. I really love these. It's just a beautiful sketchbook. It's got kind of like a thick cream cardstock in it, And then it's not really a watercolor one. You can use watercolor in there, but you know. And then we're going to swatch it in the Paper Republic one that I have at the back. So, but I took this footage maybe before Christmas. I made the Travel's Notebook, the camel one on top here for my sister. And I got her a rose gold cherry charm. So this is the Starbucks and Travelers Company, the Sakura, like the cherry blossom one. And then this is the little cherry blossom one. So I thought I'd put this one on the brown. They actually both look really nice on each colour, you know, version. And I feel like they're just a really beautiful little charm. They come on these leather kind of closures. Okay, so the pencils swatched. The first one was the Luminance Pink White. This one is the Holbein Ash Rose. This one is the Prismacolor 20, I think it's cool grey, 20% cool grey. This one is grey green light. I love this pencil. This one is Oyster. I also love this one. This is the Derwent Lightfast. And then the last one is the Prismacolor Grade Lavender. So these are mostly very, very pale colours, but I love interspersing these amongst other colours. I feel like very often we have kind of darker pencils and kind of mid-range value pencils, and those are just really beautiful lighter values to use. And so I'll often either have this pencil roll or my pencil tin with me and a sketchbook, or I'll just find a piece of kind of random paper. And I love creating these kind of mosaic colour kind of workings around a picture. So I got this inspired off an artist which I linked in the last video. I can't remember her name offhand right now, but I'll see if I can find it. But basically what I do is, rather than holding the pencil kind of the normal way when you're kind of drawing or painting, I am turning kind of my hand and holding it so that the pencil's almost parallel to the paper, and definitely like the pencil lead is parallel. So it's a little bit difficult to do this while I'm holding the phone. You can get a lot better of a kind of traction with the pencil when you're just holding the pencil in the book. But it's sort of a slow, methodical process, but going around and kind of creating these mosaic-like marks, and they're sort of little arcs, and just I've started kind of overlaying different colors and kind of interspersing them together, whereas like I think in the beginning I was more just color blocking one area. So it's just a different and interesting kind of way to, you can see this was pretty messy. I just did this late one night, yeah, just as kind of a creative cool down. And also just seeing how the pencils worked on the watercolor paper as well. So the other exciting discovery I wanted to talk to you about, I was getting some paper for my mum, the paper that I use for my sketches, but she had these. So this is like the paper that you guys will have seen this sort of sketch compilation. It's kind of like a sketchbook, but I use these pieces of paper. And so here's just a couple of recent ones that I've done. This is just a quick colour swatching of the pencils one day, and then this was a day we had beautiful summer rain and kind of all the colours, and it's very, very hard to capture the like really kind of delicate sparkles of the rain in this on camera, but yeah, it was just a really nice kind of day that I wanted to quickly put down on like on one of these sketch pieces. And it's the same type of paper that's in these large, the marbled sketchbooks, which I really, really love these. If you want to invest in a beautiful sketchbook that's actually not too precious, there's so much paper in these that you just don't feel precious with them. But anyway, it's the same kind of paper in these sketchbooks I found in the shop. With those paper bundles. This is Amalfi Cotton Paper, and I think these are actually glue bound, so I'm not sure how they'll hold up over the long term, but I don't mind that if they kind of come out, because I love this paper. So these are actually pretty reasonably affordable and a really beautiful sketchbook. And she just got these in the shop, so I'm going to link her shop for you below. You can see there's a few different sizes, and I really love that the little wax seal has an angel on it. So yeah, I highly recommend those. The other thing here that I wanted to show you, these I did while I was working on the paints. Hopefully most of you have gotten them by now. I hope you're enjoying them. I love hearing your reactions to them. There are a couple more that are going out this week, and let's see. So while I was making them, when I would be cleaning off the tile, the colours were so beautiful, and so I would get one of these. This is actually still from the same shop. This is the Amalfi Cotton Paper, but the ones I just showed you in the new art books are thicker paper. This is a little bit thinner, which I actually like, especially for a project like this. So I've been tearing pieces out of this sketchbook, and basically I was using them to make prints. So I would sort of just turn them over and put them face down on different parts of the tile as I saw beautiful colours emerging. I used like some swatch cut sheets as well that I had taken to try different colours out. And you can see you get a little bit of that impasto. I'm not sure how that would hold up and kind of last. But yeah, I thought this was so nice to kind of create these, and I feel like being able to, I'll also try painting on these, but yeah, this is a whole different kind of ideas, like a different realm of ideas. So it's really interesting, and yeah. I feel like I always say this, but it is so nice to try different things with your supplies, try different supplies, and just see kind of if different ideas emerge and nurture those. So that's all for today, guys. I hope these, I'm trying to do these as kind of 15 minutes or less. I hope they're helpful. Or would you prefer me just to wait till I can do more in-depth tutorial, longer ones? Anyway, let me know, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.